joining us. We've got some adventure for you today. So first of all, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. So Carlos, you're going last. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what your prize is, please.
Of course, good morning, everyone. My name is Carlos Seguiarte, tour and travel manager from the beautiful Delta by Marriott, Riviera, Nayarit. It's a 2-day, 3-night stay for two, an all-inclusive program.
Super. Thank you very much, Carlos. We also have Victoria. Victoria, hello.
Hello, everybody. So I am coming on today to represent Fort Young Hotel and Dive Resort in Dominica, and our prize is either £50 or $50 My Booking Rewards.
Super amazing. Thank you, Victoria. We also have Tabitha. Tabitha, welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, evening to everybody. I'm happy to be here. I am representing Heritage Hotels in Nairobi, Kenya. Our price is also $50, £50 equivalent on My Booking Rewards.
Amazing. Thank you, Tabitha. We're looking forward to hearing about all of your adventures. Last but not least, we've got Luke in the house. Hey, Luke.
Ahoy,
Ahoy,
everybody. Ahoy, Sarah. Ahoy, everybody in My Booking Rewards world. It's a pleasure to be here. Luke Day, Virgin Voyages. My prize today is 50 first mate loot smackaroonies, as they say in Scotland. Smackaroonies.
Excellent, Luke. And you're going to take us on an adventure story first. It is all yours.
Yes. Oh, brilliant. Yes, we're going to talk to you all about the fun things in Alaska, right? So let's have a look. I'm going to see. Can I? I'm going to pin myself here. I'm going to take control of the screen here. Apologies for my slight murderous appearance. It's very dark where I am, but obviously I'm not going to go up and turn the light on. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's a pleasure to absolutely be here to you today and talk all about things Alaska, right? And you're probably wondering, Virgin Voyages, Alaska? You're kidding. This is a joke. I thought you were just an airline. An airline? I thought you were just an airline. I thought you were just a brand that just did mobile broadband. I thought you were a brand that just did a few gyms. But no, Virgin Voyages, we are a sailing company. We've been around for 5 years or so. We're sailing for about 3 or 4. We no longer sail just in the Med with our 7-night round trips from Barcelona with overnights in Ibiza. Also sailing Piraeus in Greece. No longer do we just sail from Portsmouth on 4 and 5 nights. No longer do we just sail in Miami from Terminal V, sailing 4 and 5 nights. But we have got a collection of ships. We've got a collection of sailings ranging anything from 3 nights all the way up to 16 transatlantics, North American adventures, Mediterranean marvelous voyages, irresistible Med type excursions, Portsmouth amazing sailings. We've got the absolute lot. And do you know what we've done? We have gone ahead and we've added to that as well. We've added to the product, and now we are sailing from Alaska. Ooh, this is the point where obviously we have a little bit of drum roll, right? Oh, and we've got Adrian here. Hello from New Orleans. Are we sailing that? I think we are sailing to New Orleans as well, Adrian. There you go. Hot fact there. But yes, so Brilliant Lady. Now remember this. Brilliant Lady, our brand new ship. She will be sailing. Okay, she's got 4 maidens. Well, 2, 3 next year, and then 1 obviously the following. Well, two next year, then 2 the following year in 26. But Brilliant Lady is our brand new ship that'll be sailing the Alaskan waters in summer 2026. So make sure you remember that. Brilliant Lady, right? Before I just dive in and have a look at the little bit of the itineraries, just for those of you who are on the call who don't really know what Virgin Voyages is, if you think we're just broadband, if you think we just make sandwiches, if you think we're just a pickle company and you get confused between Branston Pickle and Richard Branson, we are a cruise line. We are Virgin Voyages. We deliver award-winning adult-only cruises or kid-free cruises, reimagined by Virgin Voyages, right? That's right. No kids, no kidding. We are kid-free, and we've created a playground for your inner child to roam absolutely free, right? So the minimum age to stay was 18 plus, but it could be absolutely anything, 18 up to 80 to beyond. But remember that with that, it's 18 plus, right? Regardless of age, it's what your outlook on life is. Coupled with that, all of our ships are mid-sized. So we've got 4 ships in the waters: Scarlet Lady, Valiant Lady, Resilient Lady, and Brilliant Lady. Okay, all of them are mid-sized ships, luxury super yacht interior that mirrors that of a boutique designed hotel in terms of look and feel, but also that experience that you get on board. And remember, it's kid-free. Also, as well, another great thing about Virgin Voyages is the amount of inclusions in every voyage fare. We win countless awards for being best in value. And the reason why we're best in value is because we include a huge amount in every voyage fare. And the reason why we do that is because Virgin, I guess, kind of Virgin-ness, the Virgin golden threads that run through most Virgin companies is they want to go ahead and be straight up in terms of their product offering, right? So we want people to not necessarily listen to the stereotype about cruising, but actually instead of having to pay a fortune to get on, a fortune to get off, you pay what you have to get on. And then the idea is you can actually sail with us and not actually have to pay anything to get off in the first place, which is great. Kicking the misconception right in the shin there and delivering incredible value. Now, in every voyage fare, you get all your food, so all your dining in the 20+ eateries. You also get Wi-Fi. You also get essential drinks, which is teas, coffee, still sparkling waters, and also your soft drinks like Coca-Cola, Sprite, all that kind of good stuff. Then you also get group exercise classes and you get shows and entertainment. And tips. I forgot tips. Don't forget the tips with a P. I'm going to get in trouble for that one. But yes, all the tips as well. That is included in every voyage fare. And that is incredible value that you get. Now, if you're wondering and you're tuning in and be like, who's this guy? It just says Luke. There's no Virgin background. He's just sitting in a very weird bedroom. Look at me. I've got this here. I've got my my plaid shirt, my little check number, because this is to celebrate everything about Alaska. Adrian, boarding Valiant Lady this weekend. Well, welcome. I hope you have an amazing time on board Valiant Lady. And there's a few people that have actually disembarked Valiant Lady on Friday, which is amazing. Jennifer, it's my favorite cruise line. Well, thank you very much. Scott says, we've sailed Virgin in the spring. 2 days later, we booked the next one. We sail from San Juan in March. Of course, I forgot. We've got San Juan as well. Don't forget San Juan. San Juan's absolutely amazing. We got 7 to 11 nights sailing from San Juan, which is fantastic. But today I'm here to talk to you all about our wonderful Alaskan itineraries, right? We're on sale right now, and we've got some incredible Alaskan itineraries to showcase to you. Now, the really interesting thing, okay, and hopefully you can see this, right? The really interesting thing about our Alaskan itineraries is, of course, that there's a huge amount of ports that you can choose from, number one, but there's also a large amount of late stays. Now, the thing is, you tend to find with a lot of these ports that you want to get on, get off the ship, have a little look around, immerse yourself in the culture, but you don't want to climb back aboard nice and early. You don't want to climb back aboard at 1 p.m. You want to stay there. You want to immerse yourself in the culture, have an absolutely incredible time. So our idea is we are delivering a huge amount of late stays in a lot of our itineraries. And also they range in length as well. So it's not just 7-night round trips or 6 nights, but look, we're kicking things off with a 10-nighter, Alaskan Ore, from Vancouver to Seattle. So Brilliant Lady, she's going to be sailing. Okay, she'll start her season in North America. She's going to be sailing on September the 5th. With our New York Mohaden, doing a few piddles up and down the coast, the East Coast. Then she'll transition through the Panama Canal. She'll then spend the winter doing the Mexican Riviera, sailing from LA. Incredible. And then she'll then sail up to Seattle, and then she'll commence the summer season there in Alaska. So we've got, first one was Alaskan Ore from Vancouver to Seattle, which is absolutely incredible. 10-nighter, May to the 11th, 21st. This Alaskan experience departs from Vancouver, and you spend a day in Ketchikan, and there's a few different lovely little sights and sounds that you see. But look, we've got a late stay there in Skagway, Alaska. Now, forgive me, any American friends on the line, if you can hear me and hear my accent and you can hear me butcher the names of these places, forgive me. I need to I gotta get better, guys. I gotta get better. But look at this: Alaskan Glacier Blues and Coastal Views. So 7 nights, Brilliant Lady. This is June the 4th to the 11th, 2026, and there's also one happening in August 2026 as well. So this one's beautiful, right? Sailing from Seattle, Washington. You got Ketchikan, Alaska. You got Sitka. You got Alaska. You got British Columbia, Prince Rupert, and of course then you got that sailing back there. So that's a little 7-nighter. Check this out. This 9-nighter. Okay, so again, remember I said to you, different variations, right? We've got 7 nights. We've got 8 nights. We've got 9 nights. 10. 11 nights. And this one, we're doubling up on those late night stays. So we've got Alaska, Icy Strait Point. We've got British Columbia, Victoria as well. So this is a 9-night sailing there. Brilliant Lady, 23rd of June to the 2nd of July. Really, really, really great opportunity for your sailors to come on board there. And of course, you know, 2 years' time, it's going to be a great opportunity to get it locked down right now. This is the Mermaiden, brilliant ladies Mermaiden, absolutely incredible, right? So her Mermaiden, of course, with Virgin Voyages, if you haven't sailed with us before, Mermaidens, okay, are designed to be elevated, right? So there's a few different things that you see on board, whether from elevated food options to maybe some special entertainment, maybe even a special guest or two. But the Mermaiden sailings are absolutely incredible. And this one kicks off May 21st to 28th, 2026. You're sailing from Washington. You're sailing from Washington, Seattle. Then you're going to the Inside Passage, cruising, which sounds fun. I like that. Who doesn't love an Inside Passage? That didn't work. That didn't work. Alaska, Ketchikan, Alaska, Skika. Sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry about that. Alaska, Tracy Arm Fjord, British Columbia, Prince Rupert, and of course you're sailing to Seattle there as well. You're going back there. I am going to get cancelled. Right, look at this. Cali and Mexico sunsets and Halloween edition. So again, not only, right, are we sailing to Alaska, right? Not only are we sailing from Seattle, Washington, we've actually got a Halloween edition sailing from the West Coast, which is even incredible. So you'll see on Virgin Voyages website right now, and also in a lot of the publications that we're putting together for the trade, you'll see that we've started to kind of realize, funnily enough, that certain celebrations tend to happen on the same dates every year. So if we've got, say, a Christmas sailing, okay, happening around Christmas, there's a high chance we're probably going to be doing a Christmas sailing the following year because the date's not changing. Same with New Year's, same with Valentine's Day, same with Mother's Day, Father's Day, Wellness Month with all those different things, but also we've got Halloween as well. So we're starting to get a little bit better at promoting these long in advance, because we know people, as soon as they get off these elevated special sailings, they want to book again. You know, they go and spend Christmas on board. They want to book again next year. Let's make it available. Let's make it book for them. So really great option there. We've also got this one. Hollywood sunsets and Mexican horizons with this one. So right, so this is kicking off April to the 26th to the 3rd of May. So this is the 7-nighter there from LA up to Mexico, Cabo, Mexico. Lots of places in Mexico. It's one of Brilliant Ladies Summer 26 sailings. Oh, look, here's that famous Inside Passage again. Oh dear. Inside Passage, Alaska and Canadian coasts. 12 nights. 12 nights of glorious exploring. Washington, Seattle, you're going to head on up the Inside Passage again. You're going to Alaska, Ketchikan, Alaska, Skitgut. Look at that. How many late nights we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 late nights. Okay, so a huge amount of opportunity for you guys, particularly if you're sailing, if you're flying in from the UK and you're going over to the West Coast of America, you want to make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck when you're that side of the pond. So the key thing is, check this sailing out. It's incredible. A 12-night, absolutely incredible opportunity, jam-packed with amazing moments in which you can go and explore ashore and immerse yourself in the culture, in the wildlife, all that good stuff. Oh, look, the Inside Passage Eat and Drink Edition. 7 nights, Pretty Lady. July 26th there. We got some great stuff there. God, I need to move on. Look at this one. Seattle, Juneau, Canadian coasts. This is an incredible one as well. Washington, Seattle, you got Alaska, Ketchikan, Alaska, Juneau, and then a few other amazing activities there and destinations. And then last but not least, we've got Vancouver down the Cali coast. So this is a lovely little one-wayer from Vancouver, British Columbia, all the way down to LA. And of course, you've got some drop-offs there along the way as well. So those are our Alaskan sailings, and they're going to be taking place, okay, on Brilliant Lady. That's right. So remember, Brilliant Lady. You need to remember that. Brilliant Lady is the ship that will be taking our wonderful sailors to Alaska. Now, Brilliant Lady, okay, is going to have a few different features. Now, for those of you who are aware, you've been with Virgin Voyages for a long amount of time, you'll know that we have different cabin categories, right? We've got Insider, Sea View, Sea Terraces, Rockstar, and Mega Rockstar Quarters. Now, this is where the fun part gets. Because Brilliant Lady, okay, needs to go through the Panama Canal, there's certain width restrictions it needs to fulfill. Okay, so that means Brilliant Lady's had a bit of a nip tuck. So you'll tend to find that we've got a new classification of cabin. It's a skinny balcony. So our balconies on Decade have had a bit of a nip tuck there. And they've got 2 hammocks, basically. 2 hammocks. The balconies are a bit smaller, but they're available for you to go ahead and obviously purchase and enjoy as well. And yes, there we go. Scott says, we sailed Virgin in the spring. 2 days later, we booked the next one. Oh, yes, we read that earlier, Scott. And then Jennifer, I've sailed Scarlet Lady and Valiant Lady, and I've sold a lot of VV. My clients love it. Well, Jennifer, absolutely. If your clients absolutely love it, then if you were in the UK, you need to make sure you are logging those bookings right now with firstmateloot.com, right? And the reason why we call it firstmateloot.com is because we have sailor loot, right? So your sailors can go ahead, they can spend sailor loot on board, they can go around all the shops, they can go to the bars, they can go to the wherever they want, they can go spend sailor loot, right? Well, we want first mates to have the opportunity to go and spend their own loot, right? So not necessarily on board, but maybe on land, right? So we put the power of earning back into the hands of frontline seller. That is Brilliant Lady, Alaska, Adventure, everything else. How am I doing for time, Sarah?
You're finished, but thank you very much, Luke. You've had your 15 minutes. That was quick.
Gosh.
Thank you. Great presentation. And yeah, don't forget to let me know your question. So I hope you were listening carefully. Luke has to leave us before, well, in about 10 minutes. So if you've got any questions, pop them into the Q&A quickly for the attention of Luke. Luke, you're a star. Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Okay, leaving Alaska, we're heading over to Kenya. Tabitha, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Sarah. And hello, everyone. Hopefully you can see my presentation.
It's still got a few blocks on it, but I think you're just getting rid of those now.
Is it
And
okay now?
The final one in the right-hand side under your logo. And then just drag the other one down.
Okay. I think that's the lowest it can go.
Okay, and that other block
Yes.
can't remove by pressing that thing about the view like we did earlier.
Yeah, let's see. Is any better?
No, it's worse. It's like duplicated
Okay.
now.
Okay, let me just try and change that. Okay. Let me stop sharing for a minute.
Okay.
Sarah, is it any better?
It's no, everything's, you still got the big one at the bottom and then one underneath your logo, but every time you stop sharing, they go back
Yes.
to how they were before. So you're better off trying to fix them, or we'll do it as it is. And you'll just have to explain anything that's at the bottom or the right-hand side.
Yes, I might have to do that. And I'm sorry, I'm really sorry about that.
It's okay. Just move it as far as you can. And then that's it. We can cope.
Okay.
Are you sharing?
Yes, in a minute. You can see it now?
Hang on, it's quite a heavy file. This is what I think why it's doing it, but it's just taking a couple of moments to come up. But yeah, Okay, now all we've got is the one at the bottom, so leave it. Yeah, go.
Okay, sorry. So I will go ahead. Thank you everyone for the opportunity to present to you. Today, we will spend the time just giving an update on our product. One, for those who've been selling Mara Explorer, we need to mention that this period in time, the product is out of the market because of the recent floods we had in Kenya. And we'll be communicating regarding the new product, which is going to be a very exciting product for those who've been selling it and even for the new people. At the same time, in total, we have a total of 6 brands. We have Explorer, which includes Mara Explorer and Kipungani Explorer in Lamu, both closed. We have the Intrapids brand, which is Samburu Intrapids, Mara Intrapids, and we used to have Great Riviera Lodge, which is now GRVL, a championship golf course, and also a product that's sold on the regular circuit. We have Mara Elati, a new product to us and to the market. We also have Kizingo in Lamu, barefoot luxury for those who want to have to go eco and have a really nice time. That's a product for you. And then we have the Voyager brand. That is known to most of you. We have the beach property there. We also have a camp in Voyager, in Savo West, called Voyager Ziwani Camp. On the Kenyan map, we have Great Riviera Lodge, which is a GRVL brand in Naivasha. There we play golf. There's lots of activities that you can do. It's also part of the circuit on your way to Masai Mara. We have the 3 properties in the Mara. One is closed. So Mara Elate is in Mara Triangle Conservancy. And we have the other 2 in Masai Mara National Reserve. We have Samburu Intrapids on the Northern Circuit, Samburu National Reserve. We have Voyager Ziwani Camp in the Southern Circuit in Savo West National Park. Kizingo, one of the newest babies on the block, is in Lamu Island. And then we have Voyager Beach Resorts in Mombasa. I'd like to mention at this point in time that the current product that's in the market is all family friendly. Most people know us for the family-friendly activities and what we provide for the kids and the entire family. So when you come to our properties, you get to experience a very good experience for the entire family in Africa. In Mara Intrapids, we have 30 tents and 2 sets of family units. It's one of Africa's best kids safari clubs. We fly out of Wilson Airport and it's 45 minutes, and we fly to Olkiombo, which is our airstrip. In this property, we offer 3 game drives. You have lots of other activities like cultural immersions. You can get to go to the traditional villages. You can do a lot of activities with the local community, and you can learn some cultural work and even culinary. This is what the tents are like. And an update on this product, we also have a new, unfortunately, it's very recent. We don't even have photography. We have a new swimming pool. We also have the public areas are completely redone. We'll be sharing that in our next presentation. We also have the family unit and the entertainment area, where we also have a dining area. And then we also have lots of activities for the kids. Mara Elate, the new one, is in Mara Triangle Conservancy, 16 tents overlooking the Mara escarpment. So you get to see the whole of the Masai Mara from up there. We also have a private rhino sanctuary. We are doing a lot of conservation in the environment. The flight time is the same, but you go to a different airstrip, in this case, Kichwa Tembo airstrip. And we'll share lots of photos because this product, we've also done additional photography, but it's a very good property for those who are considering a little bit more responsible tourism, being in the conservancy instead of the national park, and also getting to see, for most, you don't get to see the rhinos. So you can easily tick the big 5, but besides that, there's also other activities you can do there, including, things like conservation, going to the local community, the sundowner, even the balloon safaris on this region is really, really nice because of the kind of terrain you're working with. The vehicles are open. And then Voyager Beach Resort. I also need to give an update on this product because I've received lots of queries from most of the market. This product is on the Kenyan coast, Mombasa. It's cruise ship themed. So we have 236 cabins. And the concept here is still very family oriented, but the activities and the dynamic meals, dress code, and food gives the clients an opportunity to spend more time there. You can connect from Nairobi to Mombasa, 45-minute flight, or you can use the train if you like. You can also, and then from there, there's a transfer time of 30 minutes. This property is popular to families and all sorts of people because of the kind of activities we have. We also recently had renovations in this property, and the room category that was being renovated is a superior sea-facing rooms, which is a room on my left, the ones in green. So that property, that particular room type is redone. We have a total of 88 completely new rooms. Even this decor is not right. So we'll be sharing the new photos in another week's time to just give an update of what has changed in this room. We also have potential renovations scheduled for April next year, but we'll communicate formally when it's signed off. The Kids Club is a very active place for the kids, but you also have activities for the entire family all day. And these activities can be at the beach. It could also be done in the different places that we have designated for activities. We have a quiet area for those who want to have a quiet time, reading a book, overlooking the ocean. And there are also other places where you can dine alternative meals. We love honeymooners, the kids, that's where we get our children from. So we have also very unique activities for them. You can have dinner by the beach, private dining, proposals, weddings, and all that is something that we are really keen to do, specifically in this beach property. And then for those who want to have private dining, we have a seafood restaurant called The Cove. And then when you're in Mombasa, you can also go to different places for different activities. You can go on a sunset dhow, you can go to the villages, you can go to Fort Jesus. So depending on your interest, there are lots of other activities that you could do while you're there. And now to the latest kid on the block. Kizingo is on Lamu Island, that's Manda Bay. It's very close to our former product, Kipungani, which should also be in the market, maybe maximum in 1 year's time. It's a deserted island. These are private islands. So if anybody wants to really have a good time, this is a place to go to. And this property is an eco lodge. So in terms of what we're offering, every room is unique. Each room is different. We've also made sure that everything we're using is biodegradable. So there's no use of plastic. There's a lot of sensitization in terms of what we offer, including the meals. Every room is different. And when you look at the beach, honestly speaking, you hardly get to see anybody. And it's more a home for you and a place to be away from all the madness. Once you're done with all the drama, then this is your spot. It's a homely place. And in terms of all our offering, it's personalized. So your meals, your activities are also all included. Your flight time is about 45 minutes from the airport to the island, and a transfer time by speedboat of 30 minutes. So once you get to the island, it's you and nature. And finally, our kids club, the heart of our business, we have adventurers and young rangers, 3 to 11 being the adventurers and 12 to 17 being the young rangers. And the activities we do for the kids are really outdoor games. For example, the first photo, you have a Maasai teaching kids how to make fire with their hands. In Naivasha, where we have a golf resort, we do horse riding. We also they learn how to play golf. In Samburu, the kids learn how to use bow and arrows and a lot more. That's archery. So in terms of activities, including bushcraft, they get to do nature walks that would ideally be for kids. They identify skull and bones. So they get to experience the same safari that the adults experience. But the difference is that for them, then they get to, to have it's slower and it's, focused on what the kids would enjoy. We also have cultural safaris, and this focuses primarily on the children, but the parents have also just opted into the same activities. So depending on where the hotel is located, all of our hotels provide opportunities for our guests to interact with the local community. So in Mombasa, we have the Kamba community that does the handicrafts. We also have the Maasais and Samburus who do lots of beadwork. We have lots of other activities, even the central region, where there is a lot of different activities that are done. So depending on the interest of the group or the clients, we offer them opportunities to interact with the local community. They can also engage in other activities that are inclusive of giving back to the local community, the schools and hospitals that we support. But that's usually purely based on the interest of the groups and the profile that we get from the agent. So thank you very much. That's the update we have for you today.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Tabitha. And we will be updating as well the reward program that Tabitha's got on the Heritage Hotels. So keep looking out. We will send you an update when we've done it so that you can all have a look and see all the new image galleries and videos and everything. So thank you very, very much, Tabitha. If you have any questions for Tabitha, please pop them into the Q&A. Okay, we're now leaving the east. We're heading over to the west. We have got Dominica and we have got the beautiful Fort Young. Vic, it's all yours.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Hope you can all hear me okay.
All
I'm
good?
just going to share my screen and bring up my presentation. So I feel like it's a while since I've been here, so I'm really excited to be back. And I'm going to talk to you today just about the Fort Young Hotel and Dive Resort in Dominica, which I do tend to get carried away with. So I'm going to try and stay on course and keep to my 15 minutes. I've actually taken a few slides out, but I did want to just touch on the destination of Dominica as well before I tell you about the hotel. So Dominica is known as the Costa Rica of the Caribbean. It's 10 volcanoes on this beautiful island, which creates the most incredible landscape. It's perfect for hiking, for bird watching, for nature trails. We have the world's second largest boiling lake. You can do canyoning. You can do all sorts of things in Dominica. In terms of how you would get to Dominica, the best way, I think, is through Barbados. So it's the BA code share flight. So your clients would change planes in Barbados. They'd literally be in the airport for about 2 hours, but they do go through in transit. You can also get to the island of Dominica through Antigua and also through St. Lucia, and they're great twins. So you could spend time in Dominica, either do it at the beginning of the holiday and then go to the beach to relax, or do it the other way around. Just to note, if you twin it with St. Lucia, you'd need to do the St. Lucia leg first because the flight would come into Huanora and then you'd go up to the north of the island. But essentially, you could go to Dominica for a week. You could go to Dominica and add it on. I wouldn't suggest any less than 5 days because there is so much to see. I've been 3 times and I still haven't ticked everything off. And I just absolutely love going. So Dominica as a destination has 365 rivers. It's incredible. You can go up into the rivers. There's a tour that we do called the Indian River Cruise, which takes you up into the Indian River, or you can just do trekking around the rivers and hiking. So this is some little video slides that I've taken. So what I've tried to do is put together some tours that we can actually arrange for you through the concierge at the hotel. So this is 3 different experiences that you would put together. They complement each other really well, and you can do them in one day. So the first one is Take Two Gorge, where you actually swim up this ice cold gorge here. It's absolutely incredible scenery. You can't see it as well here, but from the top, it's covered in a canopy, and you swim up through there to the end. There's an incredible waterfall. Then you come over to Trafalgar Falls, which is only about a 10 or 15 minute drive away. It's about a 10-minute walk down to the viewing platform to these huge, great big waterfalls, which are beautiful. And then after that, we would take you to the hot springs. So you would need your swimmers again, and you just walk in. There's 4 or 5 different temperature pools. When you come out, your skin is so super soft. And then you could go to a local restaurant for lunch, or you could go back to Fort Young for lunch. Something else that your clients might want to do is some hiking. So we have lots of different hiking for everybody. If you've got any, I've had people on fam trips that have had knee replacements and hip replacements. So they've gone and done a gentle walk, but seen amazing scenery. And I've had people come with me that have wanted to do a 7-hour hike to the boiling lake. So these images are from the Boiling Lake hike. You go through lots of different typography right the way up to the top of the volcanoes. And then as you come down, we call it the Valley of Desolation that you walk down into. The scenery is incredible. And the water springs that are coming up from here are boiling. So we actually took raw eggs with us and we boiled the eggs in the lake when we were there, which was amazing. And then you carry on to the world's second largest boiling lake. If you like extreme adventure, then we've got canyoning. This was our previous GM who was doing some canyoning. I have never done this. I'd love to do it, but I'm frightened that I would land in the wrong place. You can also go down on ropes as well. But if anyone's done this, I would love to hear your experience of it. Anywhere in the world you did it, I think it must be amazing. This is the Indian River Cruise that I mentioned.
We call it Dominica, the nature isle.
So I just paused then for the gentleman he rows you up the river. And this is where they actually filmed one of the first Pirates of the Caribbean. So you can just about see here, this was the witch's house. And as you get to the end, you get off and there's a little walk you can go through and there's a bar there. And when you come back, you get back on the boat and go back all the way down to the beginning of the cruise. And we have rum punch for you. So you can sit drinking your rum punch. And this was his son who was adorable. And he took us on, once we got there, he just took us off and his dad he said, stay back, I'm taking over. So we had to do a little video of him as well.
We call it Dominica, the nature island.
He was so cute, so adorable. So as much as Dominica has a huge amount to do above the water, equally the terrain under the water is very similar. So it's great for diving, it's great for snorkeling, it's great for whale watching. We have one of the biggest populations of sperm whales year round in Dominica. This video I put in, this is a dive video, but I wanted to show you, this is something, it's about 4 minutes drive away from Fort Young. It's an area called the Champagne Reef. And the reason we call it the Champagne Reef is because you see these bubbles on the screen now. Those bubbles are hot bubbles and they're coming up because it's volcanic underneath. And as you swim through, you can feel the heat on your body. It's amazing. The visibility is great. You can swim around, see loads of corals, loads of sea fish. You can see lobsters, lionfish. And then as you kind of swim out over the wall, you can often see divers and things as well. So this is about a 45-minute swim, and you're taken out with guides, and you just snorkel the whole way around, and they bring you all the way around and back, and they free dive and tell you, point things out to you as you're going along. So this is a really great experience to do as well. Now, I mentioned whales. So I mentioned that we have the sperm whale. So Fort Young Hotel and Dive Resort is the only property in Dominica to have a dive shop. We have 2 incredible brand new dive boats. So we can take people out. We do whale watching twice a week on a Wednesday and a Sunday. But if you had a big enough group and you wanted to go on a different day, then we can arrange that, and we can totally work towards your clients' requirements. So whale watching is amazing in Dominica. As I say, we have 250 resident sperm whales. We also have a package you can book your clients onto, which gives them the ability to swim with the sperm whales, which is incredible. I've put it on here. We have dates for 2025, which I think have pretty much sold out, but we're doing waiting list now for 2026. They only have 1 license a week in the water. That's only 1 boat a week with only 8 people on that license. Only 4 people are allowed in the water with the whales and the guide at any one time. You're not allowed to touch the whales. You don't get too close to them, but you can swim around and photograph them. And I just put a couple of things. So Dominica had announced in 2023 that it was establishing a sperm whale reserve off the Caribbean coast. It's the first place ever to do this. So I can send you more information on that as well afterwards. So coming down to the resort now. So Fort Young Hotel and Dive Resort, it's right in the capital of Roseau. It's on the edge of the Caribbean Sea, and it's literally about 5 to 20 minutes from some of these experiences that I've just gone through with you. So it's really easy to go out, do the experiences, do something in the morning, come back in the afternoon, chill, relax, swim, be at the pool, be in the restaurant or the bar, and then enjoy your time in Dominica as well. So Fort Young was originally a fort. It was built in 1699, and these are the original fort walls. So you can see it's just finished an $18 million refurbishment. So this block here is brand new, and these are our lead-in rooms. So just note that these rooms here, they don't have any outside space, but they have these huge picture windows. So these are our fort mountain view rooms. As you come inside the fort, we have this beautiful courtyard area. So the reception is to your left, and to the right, you can see moving on the screen now is a little video that I took of a bar, one of our bars. Then to the left of that bar, you've got this lovely courtyard. We have the rum and wine store, which is one of the old buildings within the fort. We have a wonderful cafe area as well. We have an art gallery where we always have local artists work there. And this video just shows how they've combined that new development, but with the old style of the old original walls, with the newer part of the hotel, which is right on the edge of the Caribbean Sea. So the sunsets here are incredible. And it's a really lovely way to be in the heart of everything, but also to be right on the edge of the Caribbean Sea. It's also owned by a local family. And so what we find is whenever we're there on a fam trip, you'll be in the restaurant, but there'll be local Dominicans there eating, celebrating birthdays, having anniversaries, having business meetings. So it's a real immersive Dominican experience. This is our lovely swimming pool as well. So this is great when you want to come back from your activity and just relax, enjoy the view, and then you get to see when the sun sets, there's an amazing green orb here as well. So we've got lots of restaurants and bars throughout the property. We also do have in-room service as well. So our rates are on bed and breakfast. We do room only, bed and breakfast, all inclusive. And we do have a program called the All Inclusive Island Included, which includes some of those activities. So if you're interested, I can send you more details. This is an older picture, but I just wanted to put it in to kind of show you the rooms really. So this is where our fine dining restaurant is. And then we have a second restaurant here, which is looking right over the Caribbean Sea. This is the new block, which is completely finished now. So on that other side, that's where we've got the picture windows. And here we have got our Fort Ocean View room. So these all have these beautiful floating balconies. Our most expensive rooms are in here. These are our seafront rooms. So you're literally hanging over the edge of the sea. And then just a little bit back are our oceanfront rooms here. So if I just go through, these are the brand new rooms. So you can see they're beautifully designed. All of the rooms have a map either of the fort or Dominica. So it really resonates that you're in Dominica. And we always have a double with a twin that interconnects as well. So great for families. And then these are the older rooms, which are much larger. So we have suites. And so this is our 1-bedroom suite. So we have 2 of these 1-bedroom suites, which have a separate living, kitchen, dining area and a wraparound balcony as well. And we have a wonderful spa. So if you do go out and you've pounded the mountains a little bit too much and you'd like to come back and have a lovely massage, you can do that as well in the Zemi Spa. So that's our all-inclusive island included. Now we have put together some amazing packages. So if you'd wanted to tailor make something, we can do that for you. If you just want to sell Dominica and let your clients decide what they want to do, that's fine. But we have created some incredible package. So we've got aqua adventure, we've got combinations of diving and rainforest adventure. We've got solos packages. We've got swimming with sperm whale packages. I can send you links to all of our packages as follow-up. If you would like to go out and see Fort Young and the destination of Dominica, we do have a fabulous agent rate, 160 US per night. So please take some details from the screen, and I will also follow up in the emails as well and just give you the contact details if you'd like to book that. And also just to note that we do have our My Booking rewards. So you've got Fort Young rewards. Secret Bay is our sister property, so I've put that on there as well. So if you're not already registered, please do register and get booking and make sure that you do claim your rewards. And that's it. Hopefully I managed to do that in time. I'm going to stop sharing and hand you back to Sarah.
Oh, you did indeed. You was 3 minutes early, so that was really good. So thank you very much, Victoria. Yeah, we've got some amazing excursions and amazing things to do, and great for diving. But there's so much more to see in Dominica as well. So thank you, Victoria, for sharing that with us. Loving it. Any questions? Pop them into the Q&A for the attention of Victoria. Thank you, Vic.
Thank you.
Now, heading over to Mexico. Carlos, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone again. Carlos Eguiarte from the Delta Hotel by Marriott in beautiful Riviera, Nayarit, Mexico. Well, as you can see, our resort is practically the beginning of a beautiful adventure. It's a very nice all-inclusive hotel inside a beautiful set of protected area, the Sierra de Vallejo Mountains in beautiful Banderas Bay, the largest bay in the country, one of the largest in the world as well. 212 rooms. Between those are 6 beautiful suites divided in 2 sections, the towers that you can see, Tower 4, Tower 3, and the village section as well, which are actually rooms. Beautiful water park right below, especially, you know, for the kids. We also have some jacuzzis over there for adults only. A set of various pools and bars and, you know, areas where to have lunch or breakfast, etc. A very complete hotel for all our guests. We also have a beach club, which is only 10 minutes away from the resort. Of course, we provide the transportation for our customers. I want to show you a little bit more of that, but I'm just going to go quick. So we add more adventure, because this is what this webinar is all about. We are located right in this area. This is precisely the location of the hotel. This is Puerto Vallarta's International Airport. That's where all the planes land. And we're about 35 minutes away from the airport in the state of Nayarit. This bay is so large that it actually divides 2 different states. The airport is located in the state of Jalisco. If you ever heard the name Tequila, yes, it's the town also, which is only 200 hours and 30 minutes away from us. And you can actually visit there too as well if you like. It will be a one-day beautiful trip. Or the state of Nayarit. So we're 2 different states. Banderas Bay itself is, as I said, one of the largest bays in the country and in the continent as well. It has 110 kilometers or 70 miles approximately of beautiful coastline. It's surrounded by two different mountain systems. In the south, it's called Sierra de Talpa, and in the north, where we are right here, it's called Sierra de Vallejo. So, we have a lot of different, things to do in the Sierras. We have a lot of different tours inland, for example, on air as well, and of course by sea in the front of the Pacific Ocean. So more or less, we're counting 120 different tours. We have an agency in front of our front desk, which provides all kinds of tours for our customers, also provides by Marriott, by the way. Also, not only that, we have like 12 golf courses between Puerto Vallarta and us. Puerto Vallarta is our neighbor's destination. We have ranches that offer all kinds of different activities: horseback riding, biking, dune buggies, of course, canopy rides, etc. So you can imagine the views, because some of these canopies, for example, they go not only from T-top to T-top, they go through from mountain through mountains. So crossing rivers and big canyons, spectacular views also, all these companies offer for tours. We have surfing, a lot of that. We have kite surfing, scuba diving, of course, snorkeling. The whales, in this case, in our side, we have the humpback whales that are coming in already. This is our big season. More or less, we count over 450 humpback whales, and they come to our area to do two very important things. The ones that met last year, the female whales come to deliver their babies, because this is a feeding ground, and the ones that are going to meet, to procreate and have babies for the next year. So this is what they do here. They don't feed here. They actually lose about 30% of their weight, because the females have to feed their babies, right? So it's such a spectacle here, natural spectacle, that you don't even have to do a tour to see them. You can just sit on the beach and have this great spectacle. Our hotel is a very beautiful walkable hotel. We also use golf carts to take our customers back and forth whenever they need it. It's all like this. Like you see, we use a lot of woods, a lot of palapas, which are the palm trees. Spectacular and large rooms, all with complete amenities. Some of them actually have also bathtubs. All have beautiful balconies, king-size bed up to 3 people max, 2 queens up to 4 people max. Very complete bathrooms, very big, by the way, very large, and spectacular views as well. So for everyone, not only for adults, also for families too. This is, some of the views that we have from our balconies, by the way. So it's, as I said, it's a beautiful adventure just to have a cup of coffee in front of your balcony and have these beautiful views of the mountains. Now, we're adding 100 more rooms. January 15, Torre Zafiro, or Sapphire Tower, but in Spanish, Torre Zafiro. It's opening with 180 more rooms and 20 more suites. 5 more restaurants, bars, entertainment for adults, beautiful views of the bay, as I said. A lot more to offer. January 15, remember, Torre Zafiro is coming up too. 12 swimming pools, beautiful, areas, all very quiet, sorry, because as you can see, we're surrounded by the mountains. You only see birds, iguanas, all kinds of different animals, because they're part of the nature, right? So it's, as I said, it's an adventure to be in our resort. 5 restaurants. As I said, this is our main ritual with, beautiful terrace overlooking, our beautiful nature, our snack bar, Media Luna, where we have also 4 more pools up here. 2 of those, you can see them because they're hidden in the jungle, but they're adults only. Of course, we're special to restaurant Komorebi, which is this one. Our lobby bar that opens from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. is, our bar, Shaman, with live music in the weekends that opens from 6 to midnight. Our Delta Pantry, which is an extra service, no cost whatsoever, 24 hours service with all kinds of different, items except alcohol. The same, of course, we have our beautiful spa, which has 10 cabins, 2 for adults, 8 for singles. Of course, you know, the wet area, which is a very, very nice, relaxing, you know, pool, by the way, sauna and steam rooms. We have our 24-hour, you know, service, gym. Of course, we have all special, you know, not only Wednesdays, we have all kinds of special, you know, things for our guests. You don't see here, but in our garden, we have a food truck, because we also have movie nights every single night, and we offer taquitos and Mexican dishes from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And of course, drinks and popcorn and everything else. This is our beach club, 10 minutes away from the resort. We offer tropical drinks, great food, all a la carte, all inclusive, of course, you know, for our guests, with the palapas, with the beach, and as you can see here, it's a very nice, quiet beach. And again, from here, you probably, you know, if you're lucky day, you can see dolphins, you can see the whales in the whale season, and sometimes even giant manta rays, because, you know, our bay is so big. So for private events, it would be used as well. And of course, you know, destination weddings, etc. So it's just a big adventure, and not least our, you know, aqua park, absolutely beautiful, 5 jacuzzis, lazy rivers, 7 swimming pools, its own bar, a little grill that serves food from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is totally included. There's no extra charge whatsoever to our clients. Again, the views is spectacular, beautiful, and this is the way it looks like. So remember that we're going to have next year 100 rooms, Torres Zafiro. This is me, that's my contact. Thank you so much, everyone, and hope to see you one day in our resort. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Carlos. And yes, what a bunch of adventure we've had for you. So it's definitely something that clients are looking for in the holidays at the moment, something a little different to the norm. So you've got 4 great options here to be able to advise. I don't know what's happened to my face, but I look very orange. Okay. We've got a few questions that have come through. Tabitha and Victoria, are you available? Dominique, you've asked a question for Luke. Luke's actually had to leave us early, so I will send a follow-up with his contact details, so you'll be able to drop the question to him. Tabitha, are you there? We've got a question for you.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. What are the most popular months that Kenya sees as for tourism, where you get a lot of people traveling? Presume migration is the key
Yes.
one.
Yes, so the peak season, or the busiest time when people travel to Kenya, is normally between the month of June and October, the busiest being July and August.
Super. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
You're
And is
welcome.
it worth traveling that time of year? Or is it better to go at a different time? Or is it because of the animals and things that you see and the weather that time of year?
There are different things. For Kenya, the weather is good all year round. So you can travel to Kenya any month and still have the same amazing experience. There are a couple of reasons. One of the reasons why July to October is popular, and it's primarily between June and September, is because of the migration, which is something we've always sold. But besides that, the same animals are available all year round. The only time that we've noticed a change is this year, because if you go to a park like Masai Mara in the month of, say, for example, in the month of July, the park fee you pay is double. So we are seeing an increase in the travel in the month of June. So certain things will influence, but generally, for someone who wants to have an experience with less people in the market, in the parks, and probably even pay half the price, you can travel any other time. For example, you can travel January, February. That's still very good. You can travel in the months of October all the way to mid-December and enjoy an extremely good price as well.
Super. Thank you, Tabitha. Victoria, Marissa has asked, she'd like the all-inclusive details mentioned for Dominica. Would you be able to pop that into your follow-up as well?
Yeah, I will send that as well.
Thank you very much. Yes, Tuan has asked, yes, Victoria definitely would like more information about the resort and the diving portion of the presentation. So again, that's for that one. Victoria from Lynetta, does your property do weddings?
Yes, we do. So I will send out information on weddings in the follow-up, along with the diving and the all-inclusive options.
Brilliant, thank you. you've all asked for Victoria's contact details. I've popped it into chat, but don't worry, it will be on the follow-up anyway. Carlos, what is the primary booking demographic on the property? Is it mostly families or couples?
Families, couples, all kinds of different, yeah. I mean, we have for everyone. I mean,
Super.
the only, just very quick, the only difference is that some of our venues are adults only, like the jacuzzis and the pools, and soon, you know, in our new tower, and an infinity pool, as well as another bar. That will be adults only, but the rest is absolutely open for families.
Super, perfect. Carlos, do you work with any travel advisors who happen to be Nayarit destination specialists?
Sorry?
Do you work with any travel advisors who happen to be Nayarit destination specialists? So do you do any like
Yes.
to contact you?
Backyard Adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for example, Backyard Adventures is one of the most important, as Nayarit Adventures as well. Yeah. They have all kinds of different tools.
Thank you very much. Carlos, in your follow-up email, could you send info sheets or other resources so we can learn more about the brand and property? So would you be able to do that in your follow-up?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I will be more than glad to. Yes,
Thank
of course.
you. Okay, that's, I think, the end of the questions. So now we get to the fun part where we test all of the agents. So everybody's got a question for you. You've all entered into a prize draw. So everybody that's live today gets 1 prize draw point. If you are the fastest finger, you get 10 points, and I'll put you all in a magic wheel and let you know the winners tomorrow when I do my follow-up to you all with a copy of the recording. So Luke has left me his question. So Luke was, you might remember him, the fun guy that was on first that was talking about Virgin Voyages. So his question, I don't think I even need to ask it, but can anybody exactly. Yep, that's the one. Can anybody tell me the name of the ship that is cruising to Alaska? Of course, it is Brilliant Lady. Thank you, everybody. That was great. Okay, so first person was Lisa. You have your 10 points. So thank you, Lisa. Tabitha, do you have a question for us?
Yes, I do. What's the newest beach products owned by Heritage Hotels?
Okay, when it has stopped. Okay, so the first person was Charlene and she said Kazingo.
Correct.
Perfect. Charlene, you have your 10 points. Tell you what, I take my hats off to you all because I would not have got that, or I definitely wouldn't have known how to spell it, but thank you. Well done, Charlene. Victoria.
Okay, so I mentioned that we have 2 dive boats that we go out and we do whale watching with and swimming with the sperm whale tours. I did mention, I think, how many sperm whales there are in Dominica. I don't know if anyone can remember.
Okay, lots of people are saying 8.
Okay, no, so somebody said, yeah, 250 sperm whales are resident in Dominica. That's year round. So if you come out to Dominica, you stand a really, really good chance of seeing the sperm whales if you do one of our whale watching excursions.
Brilliant. That was Lena who has got the 250. So you have your 10 points.
Well done, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. That was good. And Carlos.
Yes. What's the number of our new tower?
What's the what?
The name, sorry. The name, I'm so sorry. I apologize. The name of our new tower. I don't know why they say 5.
Okay, so going up to the top, Ali said it's a fire tower.
No.
No?
Remember that I said it in Spanish and then I said it in English. Probably they misunderstood me. Okay, let's change it because it's Zafiro, which is sapphire in English, but it's Torre Zafiro.
You
Let's
definitely
change it.
use this with the Spanish.
Yeah, no problem. I'll make it easier. In the case of our whales, because here are humpback. How many more or less come to the bay every year? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was quick.
Okay,
Yes.
so Charlene, you've already answered. So I've got another Charlene who said 450. Is
Yes,
that
it's
correct?
correct. It's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So Charlene, you have your points as well. Massive thank you, everybody, and a big, big thank you to Tabitha, Luke, Victoria, and
Thank you.
Carlos. The presentations were awesome, and it's all about adventure. So
Later.
a big thank you. Thank you so many of you for joining us. Do stay tuned. I will send out all the copy of the recording and everything with all of the hosts' contact details tomorrow. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Hasta
Bye-bye.
luego.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Everybody, bye-bye.
Bye.